On and only one out.
Carpenter drives it into left. One run is in. They grab the early lead as Cosma is held up in third, and Matt Carpenter right on.
Next batter, John Jay with a single up the middle, scoring Pete Cosma. Jay breaking at 0 for 20 slump, and it's 2-0 St. Two batters later, now 2 on and 2 out. Alan Craig with a soft liner into left. Matt Carpenter scores from second, and the Cardinals have a 3-0 lead. Cardinals not done yet. Next batter, Matt Adams. He dumps a single into right field. Jay comes in to score from second. 4-0 St. Louis. Cruz.
Driven out to deep left center. That gets down. Cruz is going to have some fun as well. What an inning for St. Louis. He drives in two. The Cardinals have batted around.
Daniel Descalzo, and he singles into left, his second hit of the inning. St. Louis sent 12 men to the plate in the third and scored 7 runs.
Trouble. 2 on for John Jay. He grounds it to the right side. Brandon Belt comes home with it, but Pete Cosma beats the tag from Guillermo Quiros, and St. Louis is on the board first. It's 1-0. John steps in with 2 on.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, a base hit to center field. Wainwright and Jay score, and it's a 3-0.
Bottom 6, more Cardinals offense. 2 on for Daniel Descalzo, and he'll send a single into right field. That brings home David Freese, and the Cardinals take a 4.
Here she comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's 10 Ks for Wainwright as he goes the distance. He is
Hunter Pence.
Pence hits a high, deep drive to center field. John Jay sprinting back on it. Jay still going back at the wall. It's off the wall. Posey's going to come around third, and he'll score.
On 2 down for Yadier Molina. The hard ground ball deep short. There's Crawford atoning. He makes the great play to gun down Molina. He slams the helmet in disgust and then blows a fuse. Molina is tossed. Mike Matheny is then tossed. Hard to tell if Molina upset that he thought the call was blown or if he was simply frustrated that he did not beat the play out. In any event, the correct call was made. Molina is retired, and he is sent to the showers early on Sunday. At bottom 4, it is a man on for David Freese, in with one big swing. The Cardinals even this thing up. Number 3 on the year for Freese. Extends his hitting streak to 12 games. We got to faces Randy Choate.
Belt lines one toward left center field. That's going to be a hit, and that's going to score a run. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Crawford coming around third. He'll score. Blanco speeding to third. He's being sent home. He scores into second with a double.
It's Romo facing David Freese, who homered earlier, but no such luck here. Brett Pill gets a glove on it, tags out Freese, and nearly decapitates Romo in the process. Sergio a little angry about that, but the game is over. He gets the save. The Giants get the win. All is well.
Including a couple of home runs. It's just high and deep to center. Blanco looking up. Home run, Encarnacion, and a big one. Number 17 for Edwin.
Center field struck well. Rasmus back. Rasmus back. Out of here. And ownage is ownage. Chopper to Scudero. Scudero to Crawford to Bell. Double play. What a turn by Brandon. Scudero. Ball game. So
Zito deals to Meiseras Torres, who lines one into the gap. Gregor Blanco laying out, and he makes the fantastic diving catch. Blanco full extension on the nice grab.
Squares and pulls it back and lashes one down the third baseline. That's a fair ball base hit. To third comes Blanco as it's picked up by Torres. He's getting the wave home, and he will score on a double by R.A. Dickey.
Jose Bautista with a single into left. That scores Dickey, and the Blue Jays take a 2-0 lead. Later in the
1-2 pitch to DeRosa. Swung on right up the middle, a base hit. Jose Bautista will score. Edwin's right behind him, no throw. A 2-run single by DeRosa.
7-2 out, runners at the corners, and Gregor Blanco finally breaks through. Singles up the middle. Pablo Sandoval comes in to score.
Now the 2-0. And a drive to right. Going back is Pence at the wall. Gone! Home run Goldschmidt. Here we go on 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Diamondbacks won it. Paul Goldschmidt, the hero, with a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th inning.
With a man at first.
Change up, line down the right field line. Fair ball. That's going to roll into the right field corner. Torres digging for third. The ball is played cleanly by Parra. Torres is going to head home. Here comes a throw. It's up the line. The slide. Swing! And Montero is standing at
four. Now a 4-0 game. Man at second, 2 men away for Gregor Blanco, who gets a hold of this one. It is over the fence on one hop for the ground rule Ribby double. Giants. Next batter for the world champs is Marco Scudero. He puts another one on the board. Ribby single into center. It scores Blanco. The Giants now have a 6. Giants is Buster Posey.
Posey hits a high, deep drive to left field. This one is way back, and it is gone.
The 6th, it's Posey at the plate, and his big night continues. He puts another one on the board with the Ribby single. 9-0 San Francisco. You get the idea. To face Chad Godin.
Deep to right field, headed to the pool, and Perez makes the running catch. And how about that for your first play in the big leagues?
Perez at the plate, top 3 with a man at third. As he sends it down to third off Tyler Skaggs. The throw across the diamond is a bad one. Perez is ruled safe as a run scores. It is ruled an infield hit. Perez taking second on the throwing error. It faces Skaggs.
High and deep to left. Fair or foul? It is out of here. Off the foul pole. 4-0 Giants.
Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. It is now a 5-2 Giants lead. It is Gerardo Parra who sends it down to third. Joaquin Arias the 6. It is Parra getting some measure of revenge as Andres Torres sends it into right field. Parra plays it on one hop with the bare hand. He fires to second, and it
Bottom of the inning, bases loaded now. Cole at the plate.
He fights that off in the right center field. No way! No way! Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Pirates bottom 5. Pedro Alvarez at the plate when the man at third. Crawford knocks it down but can't make the play. As at first base. Bottom of the inning, Starling Marte. That's gone. His 6th of the season. Inning, first to third, 1 out. Pinch hitter Tony Abreu with the double to right field. Alvarez.
High drive to right center field. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. The big ball just adds to
inning. Barry Zito in trouble. McCutchen with some measure of revenge. A 3-0 pitch. He hits the single. Starling were tied up at 1. In the third, McCutchen at it again, this time for extra bases. Marte again scores. Jordy Mercer as well. Pirates would score one more in the inning and take a 4-1 lead. Now 4-2 Arias. And Arias with the single to center. Andres Torres comes in. Tony Abreu scores as well. We're tied up at 4. Liriano gives up 4 runs. And bottom 5, bases loaded, 1 out. Potential double play ball. Instead, they could only get the force at second. 1 run comes in. That makes it 5-4. But more importantly, the inning continues. And next up, it's Pedro Alvarez.
And there's a line drive to right field. And extra bases for Pedro Alvarez. Raging bull into second base. Rips it to right field.
Neil Walker.
And Neil Walker rips it to right. And they're going to wave home Alvarez. Pence's throw will be off the mark. The Bucks increase their lead to 8-4 in the 5th.
Inning, Walker tattoos this one to right field. Is it gone? Well, initially it's played by Hunter Pence. Walker hustling all the way, gets into second base with the double. But hold on, the umpires want to take a look at this one. They go to the instant replay and see. That's a homer. Neil Walker with his 5th on the season. 11-6 Pirates. They go on to win 12-8 with a
year anniversary of his Tommy John surgery. But in the top of the 1st, he falls behind. Buster Posey with the RBI single into left. It scores Gregor Blanco, second, 2 men away.
ground ball past Morton into center field. That's a base hit, and it will get Nick Noonan home. Around third he comes and across.
It's a 4-0 game. Mike Zagorski dealing to Gregor Blanco. His hot night continues. An RBI single into center. Nick Noonan scores 5-0 Giants. 2 men aboard.
There's a swing, and there's a high drive into deep left center field. That one is way back there, and goodbye.
as he faces Jordy Mercer to lead off this frame. Mercer deflecting it off the glove of Kane into the glove of Nick Noonan. That's out number one.
Brave Gregor Blanco steps in to lead things off for the Giants, and he jacks a solo homer off of Chris Medlin, his first of the season. San Francisco on top, 1-0. Outs in the top of the second, Blanco up again, and he drops one into right field. That scores Joaquin Arias, and the Giants take a 2-0 lead. For the third, Hunter Pence lines one into center field. It gets under the glove of B.J. Upton. Posey scores, 3-0 Giants. Simmons.
It's that one to third. Should be two. There's one. There's two. So a hit, but erased on the double play. Bumgarner just pitching brilliantly.
Against Alex Wood.
Posey drives it into right center field. That's going to be a base hit, and it's probably going to be another double. Abreu being sent in. Here's the throw home. It's a high throw, not in time. And Buster Posey.
Bottom two, he's facing B.J. Upton, and Upton goes deep to left for a mammoth home run. His 7th of the year is a solo shot, and the Braves jump on top 1-0. 3, the game is tied at 1. Tony Abreu hits one to the left side, and it gets underneath Chris Johnson. Andres Torres comes in to score on the RBI double. The Giants play 3 runs in the third to take a 3-run lead. 4, here's Chris Johnson at the plate, and it'll come through with an RBI single into left field. That brings home B.J. Upton, and the Braves pull to within a run. It's 3-2 San Francisco. 5, 2 on for Buster Posey, and he'll send one deep to center field off of Minor, and B.J. Upton can't make the leaping catch. It bangs off the wall for an RBI double. That scores Torres once again. It's 4-2 Giants. Man Jr.
Hit in the air to right center field. On the move is Perez. At the warning track, at the wall. It's gone. Put 2 up on
the Giants. The Braves have a man on for Andrelton Simmons. He'll ground one to the left side, but Joaquin Arias commits an E5, and both runners are safe. After Jason Hayward single-loaded the bases, Justin Upton draws a walk to force in the game-tying run. We are knotted at 5. And the next man up for the Braves is Freddie Freeman. Here's WCNN with the call.
line drive, base hit to right, and the Braves have come back to beat the Giants. They are mobbing Freeman, and the huggingest.
J. Upton facing Lincecum.
Line drive, left center field. That one is going to drop in, and it skips away from Torres. Coming in to score is Justin. Freeman held at third. BJ standing at second.
We go top 4 of the Giants with a bases-loaded 2-out threat. It is Joaquin Arias at the plate to face Tehran.
Swings and loops it into left center field. That's going to be a tough play. Justin coming in a hurry, dives, and he made the catch. Got the glove under it and made the catch, and he saved 3 runs.
Braves have a man at third, 1 away. As they call the squeeze play, Jordan Schaefer lays down the bunts on a very difficult pitch as the run comes home. What a job done by Schaefer, 3-0 Braves. As he faces Nick Noonan, bases empty, 2 men away. Noonan flies to center, easy pickings here. That's how it ends. Braves pick up the 3-0 win as Julio
bottom of the 4th, it's 2-1 San Francisco. Edinson Volquez deals to Hector Sanchez, who grounds one through the right side. Brandon Belt scores, and the Giants take a 3-1 lead. On the corners, Gene Machi on in relief. Chase Headley drops one down into left. Kristen Orpheus scores, and we have a new ball game tied at 3. On for the Giants, facing Headley, who singles into center. Logan Forsythe trying to go from first to third. Juan Perez, the dart, nails him at third, trying to stretch the play out. 12th runners on the corners. Padres threatening. Javier Lopez strikes out Will Venable swinging, and then gets Pedro Siriaco swinging to end the threat. So the Padres strand a man in scoring position, facing Perez with 2 outs and the winning run on second.
Runner off second, a high fly ball to deep center field. Long way, Venable, getting back, reached up, and an Venable catch. Oh, what a grab. Will Venable saved the day with an incredible catch.
XPRS, so the Padres go to the bench for a pinch hitter. It's Tuesday's starter, Andrew Kashner, looking to drop down a bunt.
1-0, got a bunt down third base, safety squares, here comes Alexi. A dive by the third baseman Arias, cannot make a play. And the runners are safe at first and second, and the run has come home. 4-3, my Padres, in the 13th inning.
XPRS with the call. The Padres would score a lead, bottom of the 13th. Houston Street gets Brandon Crawford a ground out to end it. Padres win 5-3. They now have won 7
by Kane. But in the 6th, Nick Hundley would not become number 16. Leads off the inning with the home run, his 5th of the season. Giants lead cut to 1. First homer allowed by Kane since May 16th. Then 2 batters later, Logan Forsythe with a home run of his own, his 2nd, and the Giants and Padres tied up at 2. In the 7th, Kane in trouble, potential go-ahead run at 2nd, nobody out for Chris Denorfia.
Hit up the middle. Scudero can't get it. Here comes Kotsay, and here's Perez's throw. It is on the button, and they got him! Juan Perez has done it again.
Tell you what, this kid's making a name for himself.
And we remain tied in the bottom of the inning. A man on, 2 down for Gregor Blanco. He singles off of Andrew Kashner, who had the go-ahead bunt single in the 13th and 9 to go. In the 8th, Jeremy Affeldt on in relief, but providing little of it. Pinch hitter Jesus Guzman with the 2-run shot is 2nd, and the Padres take a 4-3. Bottom of the inning, Dale Fair on for San Diego. Brandon Belt up with a man on, nearly cranks the 2-run homer, instead off the wall, and that's trouble. Pinch runner Andres Torres on Perez.
On the ground, into right field, a base hit. Here comes Belt. The throw is going to go to third. Belt scores, and the Giants take the lead.
Perez with the great gun from the outfield, and then the big hit, and Romo closes things out by striking out Logan Forsythe. Giants win 5-4 and end the Padres' 7-game winning streak.
Fireworks, top of the 2nd. Madison Bumgarner facing Jesus Guzman, and he brushes him back. Guzman walks toward Bumgarner with the bat, and the benches would clear. Could be in retaliation for Guzman's energetic celebration after hitting the go-ahead homer on Tuesday night. No punches thrown, no players ejected, and eventually they would clear the field and play would resume in the same at-bat. Guzman gives one a ride, but he just gets underneath it. He hits it to the warning track, and it's caught for out number 2. For the 3rd, still no score. Will Venable with a solo home run to right field, his 10th of the year, and the Padres are on top 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, runners on the corners. Eric Stoltz deals to Brandon Belt, who bloops one down the left field line. Kyle Blank's coming in, and he can't make the play. Hunter Pence comes in to score. That ties the game up at 1. Garner versus Guzman once again, and this time Guzman wins the battle. The solo homer to left. No wild celebration for Guzman this time. First time in his career he's hit homers in back-to-back games. 2-1 San Diego. Luke Gregerson on the mound facing pinch hitter Gregor Blanco.
Blanco drives one. Right center field. Hit very well. This one is off the bottom of the wall. Abreu scores. Crawford scores. Blanco into third. Giants take the lead.
For Marco Scudero, and he sends one into center field. That scores Blanco, making it 4-2 Giants. That would be the final.
To retire the side, top 5. Chad Godin dealing to Derek Dietrich, sends it right back to the mound and gets a piece of Godin. He makes a nice recovery to record the out, but Godin in some obvious discomfort as he gets struck right on the arm. He would take a few warm-up tosses before departing this game. It is Kohler dealing to Joaquin Arias with a man at second, 2 men away, and Arias shoots the gap at right center. It gets down for an RBI triple. Brandon Belt scores. It's 1-0 Giants, but Kohler recovers to get the next batter, Nick Noonan, on strikes. Kohler 7 innings of 1-run ball. He was very solid on Marcelo Zuna at the plate, 2 on and 2 down.
A liner to right field. Pence, it falls for a base hit. Scoring is Ruggiano. Here comes Dietrich, he scores. Airmailing the throw is Pence, and Ozuna will get to third. And the Marlins have a 2-1 lead.
Takes his bottom 9. The Giants have the tying run at first base, 2 men away, but Steve Cishek blows away Brandon Belt. That's how this one ends.
That high fastball that he throws out of the zone.
Morrison drives that ball to right field. It is deep. It is gone. He was patient, and he drove it out of the ballpark.
Can't throw the ball yet. There goes Buster. Papa. And it is not caught. And Buster's going to keep on going. That turns into a run for the Giants.
3-2. Morrison rifles one in the gap, right center field. That's over the head of Pence into Triple's alley. Morrison is chugging, and he's headed for third. Lucas will score. Logan Morrison with an RBI triple. And it's a 1-run game. Broken bat, kicked by Lincecum, back behind the bag. He'll beat it for a run. Morrison scores.
That one is into the gap. Lincecum can run for a while. He's going to keep on going. And he'll make it. A stand-up triple for Tim Lincecum.
He can hit.
Ozuna into right field, base hit. Here comes Lucas. Up with the ball is Pence. Strong throw. Lucas scores. Marcell Ozuna for the second straight night. Now the 0-1. Chopper up the middle. Speared there by Arias. His throw is late, and it gets by Posey, and Ozuna scores. Fastball, ground ball. Backing up Polanco. Cross the diamond. Ball game. Marlins win it. And the 2-1. Posey a liner to center. Ozuna got a good jump. He's there. He makes the catch. The runner's off second. The throw will double him off.
Wow, what a mistake by Gregor Blanco. He had a good view of that.
Fifth inning with Zito at first. And this is driven high and deep into right center field. Stanton's going to have this one hit off the bottom of the wall. And it's going to be, is this going to be a ground rule double? No, they're going to say, I think they're going to say he scored. Yes.
Into that tier of seats.
And Redmond has been thrown out of the ball game. It's the first time Mike Redmond's been ejected, and he's going to get his money's worth now.
Now you get your money's worth, you give it to him. All he's asking is look at it again.
Got him. Left field. Coming in, it falls. And it kicks away from Ruggiano, and this game is over.
Miami is Justin Ruggiano.
Ruggiano hits a blast to left field. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Justin Ruggiano with a leadoff home run.
Game, there's a man on for Marcell Ozuna, and Ozuna rips a double down the left field line. Logan Morrison hustles hard. He scores all the way from first base, and Miami doubles its lead to 2-0. 2 lead on San Francisco, and with 2 on and 1 out, Joaquin Arias grounds back to the mound, and Ryan Webb starts the 1-6-3 double play, inning over. The Giants have another threat going, this time against Chad Qualls, with a man on. Marco Scutaro singles into right center field. Giancarlo Stanton comes up throwing. He can't get Gregor Blanco at third, but Ed Lucas heads up, gets Scutaro trying to take second base, and that's how Marlins add some insurance as Ozuna takes Gene Machie deep to left field for a second home run of the year. It goes off the foul pole, and the Marlins have a 4-2 lead. There's a man on with 2 down for Ruggiano.
Ruggiano now cracks one to center field and deep. Blanco back at the track. It is gone. Justin Ruggiano, his second of the ball game.
Plate, can anybody get this guy out?
1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit down the right field line. Racing over and looking and watching a home run.
And start for the Dodgers. Top of the second, runner on first, 2 outs. Andres Torres sends one down the left field line. Joaquin Arias trying to score from first. Coming in hard, and he'll slide in safely. It wasn't completely safe. He would have to leave the game with a strained hamstring. But catch. And back to the Giants defense. Hairston again in the fourth to left. This time Torres robbing him with the nice diving back. 5-2 on, 1 out for the Giants. Pablo Sandoval, first game back off the DL. The single to center. Posey, though, slips coming around third. He has to retreat to the bag. The Giants fail to score on the play. Would have come back. Would cost him. Bottom of the 6th now. Puig on first after singling. Adrian Gonzalez, the ground ball to second. He's out at first. That was actually the 3rd out, but Puig aggressively running. George Contos.
And a line drive base hit. His 3rd of the game. Scoring easily is Punta.
2 batters later, runners on second and third with 1 out. Sandy Rosario pitching. Hanley Ramirez off the glove of Brandon Crawford. He goes to first for 1 out, but Mark Ellis comes in to save it. He gets Marco Scutaro to end it. Dodgers win it 3-1. Jansen gets his
2 down against Giants rookie Mike Kickham.
Fastball hit in the air to left field and deep. Back goes Torres to the wall. It is gone. home run for Mark Ellis.
Top four, the Giants answer with the reigning NL MVP Buster Posey going deep to left off of Stephen Fife. That ball's out of here. Number 9 on the year for Posey, and it's a 2 who's been red hot as of late.
And a fly ball down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's gone. A home run. A screaming.
Later in the frame, Jake Dunning now on the mound for the Giants, and he'll serve up an RBI single to Tim Fedorovich. Matt Kemp comes around to score. The Dodgers lead at 5-2. Top 7 now, Brandon Belt stepping in against Fife, and Belt goes deep to right field for his 8th home run of the season. That cuts the LA lead down to 6-3. He runs into immediate trouble. He's already allowed a single and a double to make it 6-4. Then Andres Torres rips a single of his own into right field. That brings home Belt, and the Giants cut the Dodger lead down to 6. Later in the frame with 2 on and 1 out, facing Gregor Blanco, Rodriguez strikes him out swinging for out number 2, and the last hope for San Francisco is Marco Scutaro. Here's KLAC one more time.
Fly ball, center field. Back goes Matt Kemp. A long way back, and he makes the catch against the wall on the warning track. A spectacular catch.
Top of the 4th, Kershaw's got himself a 1-0 lead until Buster Posey jacks a 2-run homer, his 10th of the year, take the base easily. Later in the at-bat, Ethier capitalizes with a single into right field. Ramirez would take advantage.
And promptly banged down the line in left field. So here comes Ethier to give the Dodgers a lead as A.J. Ellis continues to torment the
hope for the Giants.
Broken bat, pop fly, Ramirez. And the Dodgers have won 5 straight.
Gonzalez facing Barry Zito with a runner on second, and he gets the Rockies on the board. He doubles into right center field. DJ LeMahieu scores for a 1-0 lead streak.
Zito delivers. Here's a pitch swung on to right field, drifting back. Hunter Pence at the wall, and it's gone. Home run. Michael Kadire.
There is Willeen Rosario.
There's a pitch swung on, and this one is a line drive out to left field at the wall, off the top of the wall, and bounces back in. It's a home run. Back-to-back jacks for Colorado. Kadire.
Streak to 47 straight games, reaching base safely against the Rockies, and here he comes through with the double. Marco Scutaro is going to come around to score, tying the game at 1. Again on the call.
Ground ball, base hit to center field. That will score Rutledge, and the Rockies have a winner. Nolan Arenado with a walk-off single. 2-1 Colorado.
Making his 2013 debut.
Posey, it's a high, deep drive down the left field line. This is a towering shot, and it is gone.
Against Pomeranz.
Curveball. There's a drive into deep right center field. That one is really hit. It's still going, and goodbye.
Top 7, runner at first, 2 down. Guillermo Quiros pops one up to short right center field, and this one is going to fall in out of the reach of DJ LeMahieu. Coming in to score, Juan Perez. He rambles around all the way from first, and the Giants now on top.